you find yourself squinting and in need of glasses or contact lenses, a visit to the optician can help you see things clearly. Hi, I'm Brian.
Hey, I'm Sam. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Come on in, let me show you around.
Great.
My job is to help people with glasses, help them pick them out, problem solve with them, and fit them properly. A typical day starts with getting our morning packages, so we'll be receiving glasses that are completed from our lab that we need to double check and then dispense to customers. And then throughout the day, it's a mix of helping customers find their glasses, doing adjustments, doing repairs. Opticians can dispense contact lenses as well. So they would be doing a contact lens fitting. Although you're not fitting the frame to someone's face, you're fitting the contact lenses to their eyes. Also very important to make sure the fitting is proper.
Where would you start with me with my face?
You have fairly light coloring, so if you wear something that's fairly thick, it's gonna take over a bit, which sometimes is great. But you could wear something like this, that's a darker frame, but not quite as thick.
Okay.
Especially for a first pair of glasses. Sometimes people want something that's not quite as heavy looking. This is the same frame in a lighter color.
Okay. Oh yeah, I like those.
Usually I work just Monday to Friday, 9:30 to 5:30. There's a little bit of overtime for things like training sessions or special events. I did some work in psychology around visual perception, and I realized that I could use my interest in vision, combine it with fashion, and it hooked me, and then I've stayed. Having an eye for detail, we deal with measurements that are within a fraction of a millimeter, and so people really do need to have a nice fine eye for detail to make sure those measurements look correct.
And what kind of an education would you need to become an optician?
Well, you can get trained as a licensed optician online, or you can do in-class courses. I did mine online. It's a 2-year program. And before that, I was working as sort of an apprenticeship-style training. That's what I do with my staff. And then down the road, if someone wanted to do the licensed optician program, they would have that option. After you've completed the course, then you do take a licensing exam to become a licensed optician, and then you register with the Opticians Association of Canada. To maintain your optician's license, you do have ongoing education credits that have to be done. You get to keep up to date on current technology. Sometimes it's a refresh on some of the basics. Things do change. Lens technology moves very quickly. So on top of the schooling that I've already taken, if I decided that I wanted to do something different in this career, I can go back and take courses to be a contact lens fitter and add that to my profile, or can also be a sight testing optician, which would involve more schooling, but then you are able to sight test as well.
Okay, Sam, so I've chosen my frames. Where do we go from here?
So from here, we'd make you a new patient file, get all of your contact info, your address. We take your prescription and put it into the computer. And then we'd sit down, we'd do a few measurements and talk a bit about lenses.
And prescription-wise, it's really important that it's very accurate.
Very,
yeah.
Definitely. That is the part that makes your glasses functional. I started out as an assistant. There's definitely upward momentum there. I got changed into management, and then there's a whole bunch of different roles. And then becoming an owner, there's other roles as well. So there's a lot of room to move in this industry. The hardest part for me is that when someone's having trouble with their vision and is feeling frustrated about it, and I need to try to figure out why that's happening and as fast and effective as possible. Okay, let's try on these new glasses.
Great. All right.
I'm gonna tweak them a little bit on the nose.
Okay.
Let's try those on again.
They feel awesome. They're really light.
If you put your head down, are they gonna go anywhere?
Nope.
They stay on. Great. The most rewarding part of this job is when I can get someone a pair of glasses that they feel really excited to wear. Every once in a while, I get someone who cries when they put on a new pair of glasses because they couldn't see that well before. If there are any misconceptions about this career, it's that optometrists and opticians are the same thing. Optometrists focus mainly on checking your eyes for eye health and to do a sight test. Opticians focus mainly on your glasses. Okay, so now that that's nice and warm, I'm gonna bend it a little bit just around my thumb.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
So that looks pretty different from the other side.
Wow.
We're following the shape of your head, so it's gonna curve at your ear and also in.
Okay.
There we go. How does that feel?
Feels great.
Excellent.
Cool.
Yeah. The advice I would pass on to someone considering a career in this industry would be to really try to find a spot that fits them well. There's so much variation in frame designers that you really do get a lot of variation in the people who sell them.
Sam, thank you so much for showing me around today.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. And once again, I'm Brian for Career Trek, reminding you that this career could be yours.